Internet! Welcome back to another podcast. This time, we're going to be talking about what we expect to see at E3.
We say we, but it's mainly going to be me.
That's right. I don't even watch E3.
Yeah, he doesn't because he, is a stick in the mud. But regardless... No, stick in the mud.
To me, okay, either I would watch it, or I would just get all my information from different followers on YouTube, or I'd get all my information from Kaylee, who treats it like a holiday.
I was just going to say, it's my Christmas now.
You literally take off of work.
I do.
To watch E3.
I do. It's not a lie. It's not a lie.
That is respectable dedication.
Yeah, I mean, it is. It really is. But
So this will be mostly Kaylee's predictions, and I'll give my 2 cents on it.
Because there's some stuff that I don't really know what's going to happen. But, I don't know what I predict. But,
Jumping right in.
Okay.
She's all professional. She has a 6-page list.
6-page list. I mean, it's not, typed or anything. It's just crappily written. But whatever. Okay, so let's start with the one I care the most about, which is Sony, and what they're going to do. My first prediction, and this is kind of a pie-in-the-sky prediction, because there's enough of a chance that it's not going to happen. But, Persona 5 will be shown at Sony's conference.
Oh, Persona.
Continue.
Well, Persona is the type of game to come out and go, yeah, we're delaying it.
Yeah, they don't give no shits. They'll, Tokyo Game Show, they make us wait and wait. They get there, and they're just like, here's a new trailer. We delayed it. Sorry. And they don't even tell you the exact date or anything. But,
I've only played one Persona game, but I plan on playing Persona 3 eventually, pretty soon. And I love Persona 4. I'm doing a second playthrough of that actually right now. But Persona 5, it actually looks more like Catherine to me.
Stylistically, yeah, but that makes sense at the same company.
I guess.
But
even some of the characters, I'm looking at some of the characters here. Even I don't know who this guy is. That's the main character.
Main character.
He looks like the main character from Catherine.
Yeah, a little bit. You're right. But
And then this guy looks like Kanji.
He does not look like Kanji at all. If that's what you think Kanji look like, just because they're blonde hair. Kanji is blonde. What do you mean a blonde Kanji? Whatever.
Well, problem solved. I figured it out.
Anyway, so that's not my only prediction, though, for Persona 5. Persona 5, we already know the Japanese release is September 15th. 15 days before Final Fantasy 15 comes out. Really ballsy.
There's a lot of 15s.
True enough, but I'm loving it. And, a more specific prediction, that we'll get a worldwide release for September 15th, because fuck you, Final Fantasy. And we'll get a new gameplay story trailer with English voice acting.
That's your prediction?
That's my prediction.
English voice acting?
Well, not just that. I said worldwide release, new gameplay story trailer. English voice acting. That's the full prediction.
I hope
Very
so.
specific, but I hope that's all true. That's my biggest pie-in-the-sky prediction. But
I'd like to be a voice actor in a Persona game.
Yeah.
Would I ruin it for you?
Yes, you would.
Would I ruin One Piece if I became a One Piece voice actor?
You most definitely would. I would not be able to watch English stuff anymore. I would not be able to watch the English dub. But moving on, I guess, is Horizon Zero Dawn. Now, today, when we're recording this anyway, it just got revealed that it's going to be delayed until February 2016. But before that happened, I had written down Horizon Zero Dawn delayed to 2017 Q1. So, kind of right. I kind of got that one right, but regardless. But I think we're going to get a new gameplay demo.
That trailer made me laugh.
Yeah.
Because the trailer was normal. One of the voice actors just kind of made me turn my head because I didn't really like his narrating.
Yeah, no, I agree.
But it made me laugh how it gave the release date so quickly.
Yeah, I know. Like 2 seconds.
It was 17. Okay, I'm moving on. Horizon Zero Dawn.
They really did kind of bury it in there. But more specifically, they're going to give a new gameplay demo. Maybe some story elements here or there. But it's going to be focused on the exploration and RPG element. So pretty much what you're going to be doing, minute to minute. Like the open world and, the getting more into the RPG-ish elements instead of the action. And they may go into stealth. But that's what I'm thinking.
who's developing? Is that Naughty Dog?
No, no, Naughty Dog just released Uncharted 4, but it's Guerrilla Games that does Killzone.
Oh, right. See, I don't know. Like, I watched the trailers for Horizon Zero Dawn, and I just have a hard time, like, getting excited for it.
I'm super excited. You are a crazy man, and I'm gonna stick by that. As being the reason.
I don't know. I get a Far Cry sense for it, which, for every sense of the word, I should get excited for Far Cry.
I don't get a Far Cry sense from it at all. I get a really cool dystopian, post-apocalyptic, awesome story vibes. Like, I care about the story already. I'm interested in it. So just that alone. And the open world looks beautiful. Like these ruins with the waterfalls coming out. It just all looks so gorgeous. The variety, it's great. So yeah. So that's Horizon Zero Dawn. I guess the next thing I think they're going to show.
What are they going to show?
Is, I think it's going to be The Last Guardian. The Last Guardian is something that's had a bit of a tortured development. And, so, that being said, I think specifically it's going to receive an August release date. It's not going to be a fall game because of the fact that it's not really that kind of game you push out into the fall because it will kind of get slaughtered. But that being said...
This is the first time I've heard of The Last Guardian. Mm-hmm. I'm looking up some pictures.
It's by Eco, the Eco and Shadow of the Colossus
Yeah,
team.
that's the first thing that came to mind. Yep. If it's anything like that, I might enjoy it.
Yep.
I loved Shadow of the Colossus. Eco was okay, but Shadow of the Colossus I thought was amazing.
Everything I heard about the game in terms of like the first hour of the game sounds really great. I really like the direction they're going. And I'm excited. Never played Shadow or Ego, but I'm excited for this one.
Oh, you are missing out.
I know I am. But, you know. Moving on. Next prediction.
What's your prediction?
Sucker Punch. Sucker Punch, there's been a lot of rumors. If people don't know, Sucker Punch is the studio that has done the Sly Cooper franchise, one of my personal favorites of all time. And, they've also did Infamous, which I know me and Dave aren't too big of fans of, but...
It had potential. I really enjoyed the gameplay, but I hated the characters. Every single fucking character made me want to put a gun to my head.
Yeah.
The fucking bomb goes off in the middle of the city, blows everything the fuck up, everything's dead, and then I get these lightning powers, which I was okay with. That start was fine. And then what? This guy comes up and he was like, "Man, I can't get the TV to work, man." And he becomes one of the main characters.
Yeah.
I was like, I hate you and everything you stand for. I know that's only one complaint, but we're moving on. You don't want me to keep complaining or we're going to be here all night.
You may like this one. There's been little hints and stuff that suggest that Sucker Punch will reveal an exclusive, obviously because Sony owns them, an exclusive Sony Spider-Man game with maybe a teaser trailer is my prediction. So that could be very interesting, though I think it's a bit of a waste of their potential. I'd rather see a new IP coming from them than a crappy franchised or licensed game.
Well, because I know Activision made the Spider-Man 2 game.
They own the rights, I think.
Well, of course, I'm speaking like I know this. I have the Wikipedia pulled up. But Spider-Man 2 was the best Spider-Man game that's ever come out. I don't know if you've ever played this, Kaylee.
I played it, but it was so long ago that I barely remember it. But I remember having fun.
I think this was 8th grade for me.
It probably was then.
I had Spider-Man 2 on the PS2, and I remember just like it being fun. And when I got a little older, I thought it was just one of those like really dumb games that like young me enjoyed, despite how dumb it was.
Yeah.
And I played it again. I was like, no, this is legit fun.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not denying a Spider-Man game can be really fun. I just don't kind of want Sucker Punch to do it. Like, Sucker Punch should be working on a new IP, a new something, rather than doing a licensed game. And that's just my take on it. Like, I love They can pull it off. We already know they can do superhero games. But, like, Spider-Man, like, it will be really fun, but it's just not what I want them to do. I'd rather them go back to Sly Cooper if they went, but that's not even something they should do. That's not even something.
I suppose it's a possibility. Sly Cooper's getting a movie.
Yeah, but if a new Sly Cooper is coming, which is another one of my, like, pie in the sky predictions, it would be developed by Sanzaru, who did Sly Cooper Thieves in Time, which was a great game. Not as good as the first 3, but still really great in its own right, with only a few little iffy parts here or there. But, like, so it could be possible, and I'm kind of banking on it, but I don't think it's going to happen. I do think we are going to see a reboot of Crash Bandicoot, though, or a collection. And I'm not positive if it will be Sony exclusive, since Activision owns the rights, but since this generation, Activision and Sony have been really close together with their Call of Duty stuff and their Destiny stuff. They're just really kind of trying to, like, they have a close relationship this generation, so it's possible they could make an exclusive game for Sony or just let Sony make their own game, which would be interesting.
We'll see, I guess.
I mean, since I guess that's a good enough segue as any, this is the most boring prediction, but it's kind of funny. So, I put Call of Duty Infinite Warfare is going to waste 10 minutes of Sony's conference, and at the time I'm going to get up, go to the bathroom, and be good for the rest of the conference. That's my prediction. First-person shooters, I know a lot of people out there are complaining that they're getting too advanced. No, I don't have a problem with first-person shooters. I have a problem with Call of Duty.
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the general gamer. Like, a lot of people are flocking towards Battlefield 1.
Oh, Battlefield 1 does look interesting.
Because it's more of, was it World War 1 or
World War
2?
One.
Yeah, it's World War 1. So you don't have, jetpacks and drones and, like, all this futuristic technology that people are just kind of getting sick of seeing, especially from Call of Duty.
It's never really been done either, World War 1 in a first-person shooter way. It's mainly really story-driven kind of stuff they're doing. We don't really ever see World War 1 because it's really risky.
I think Medal of Honor back in the day did a World War 1 game.
Yeah.
I can't say for sure, though. I only owned one of them, and it wasn't really good.
Which I guess, talking about Battlefield 1, though, I don't think it's going to be at the Sony conference because it will get in the way of Call of Duty, which Sony and Call of Duty have a thing going on this generation. So I do think it's going to appear at Microsoft's this year. Or EA Play, obviously, but... So...
What's next?
Next, we have Sony Bend, the long, just dormant studio that last made, I'm pretty sure in 2012, because that's when the Vita came out, Uncharted Golden Abyss. Great Uncharted game, probably better than the first one. But just nothing has been coming out of them since then. So there's rumors that they're going to reveal their open world horror game. And so I'm banking that they're going to be like a story trailer or something for that shown off. Or teaser trailer. Either or. But, so I'm pretty excited for that.
Well, I don't know anything about that.
Well, I don't really like horror, but...
Well, I know you got kind of excited for, Before Dawn, or what was that game called? Until Dawn?
But that was different. It wasn't like horror in the sense of like, I don't know, like, it wasn't like... It was, I don't know, that's different. That wasn't really a horror game. Nothing really scary happened in it. Like,
well, I mean, there are a lot of jump scares. People died a lot, and...
Yeah, but it's a horror game, but I'm not saying it's a game that... No, you did not have to hide from the... Well, I guess you did. Well, whatever, regardless.
There were whole sections where it said, don't move your controller.
Yes,
and if you did, they'd kill you. It was actually really clever.
It was clever.
But, I don't normally do horror games. I did Five Nights at Freddy's for a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I really got into the lore. I liked kind of dissecting what the actual story was.
I just get spooked too easily.
Alright.
But, so next, God of War 4. Now, I haven't played any of the God of War games, even though they do seem kind of up my alley.
No, they're not.
Okay, well, they
I've played all of them. They're not up your alley at all.
Well, now I'm kind of interested in why. But regardless, I think it's going to be revealed via maybe a teaser trailer at the end, or maybe it will reveal its Norse mythology roots, not really, going a little different direction, I guess, than the previous.
I really enjoyed the first God of War, but every single game kind of pissed me off where it starts you off with all of your upgrades from the previous game and gives you some kind of bullshit reason to lose them all.
Well, isn't that kind of like Assassin's Creed?
That bothered me too. Assassin's Creed Brotherhood did not get a pass.
There's no other way.
I worked hard for that black armor.
But there's no other way to do it, though, because you still want that progression, that upgrade. But if you start the game with the best stuff, the game's going to be, like, the easiest difficulty ever.
It still bothers me.
Well, regardless, Dave, you have to deal with it. But, okay, moving on. I think, Kingdom Hearts 2.8, final prologue, whatever the heck it's called.
Why? What would be on it?
There's like a prologue to Kingdom Hearts 3. And I'm not too well versed in it. I'll tell you that right now.
Well, okay.
I played Kingdom Hearts 1, and I love it, but...
Well, Kingdom Hearts 1.5 included... Let's see if I remember off the top of my head. I had the Roxas one, 300 whatever many and a half days. Or whatever. And then it had, I think, Birth by Sleep, or that might be 2.5. But yeah, I believe all of the spin-off games
2.8 though
have been covered so far.
But no, 2.8 is going to be kind of new game, and a lot it's a prologue to 3 is what I understand. So like there's new parts, that's what I understand it being.
Oh, okay. I looked it up and apparently it's already been announced.
Yeah. I told you.
I'm in the dark. Unless Kaylee is super hyped about a game, I often don't hear about it until...
This is true.
Until it's either come out or it's close to coming out.
Is a filthy casual... No, I'm kidding.
What? What? No, I'm offended now.
It's kind of true.
I'm offended.
It's kind of true.
I can't handle this shit. Okay, Kingdom Hearts 2.8.
Yes.
It's an HD remastered collection of the Kingdom Hearts series developed by Square Enix exclusively for the PS4. A successor to Kingdom Hearts HD 2.5. Blah, 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 blah.
Includes a high-definition remaster of 3D Dream Drop Distance, as well as 2 new pieces of content to the Kingdom Hearts series. The first Kingdom Hearts X back cover tells a new tale of foretellers in HD cinematics, while Kingdom Hearts 0.2, Birth by Sleep, of Fragment... Okay, you know what?
Okay,
fuck you, Square Enix, with these names. I swear to God.
I'm pretty sure
terrible.
Kingdom Hearts just goes through random name generators.
I'm pretty sure
just random word generators.
Actually, I heard... It was on someone else's podcast, but they were talking about how, they do some weird-ass math to figure out why it's 2.8. 0.8 specifically. 0.5 is from this. And then we give another 0.1% to it was kind of funny to listen to. So I don't know if that's true, but...
And this is where Kaylee and I disagree regarding Kingdom Hearts. I liked it except for the Disney characters.
I liked it except for the fucking Final Fantasy characters. Why are Final Fantasy... Okay, to be fair, before I piss off any Final Fantasy fans, I've never played a Final Fantasy game. But...
I think you're way past that once you started talking about Persona. When you said, fuck you, Final Fantasy.
Well, anyways, is it a bit overrated? Anyways, well, I guess I can't say that. I haven't played them. But, but the fact of the matter is, though, it's why are these Final Fantasy characters with these Disney characters? I'm sorry, no matter how much you love Final Fantasy characters, there's no way these Final Fantasy characters are to be put on the same pedestal as Disney characters. I felt like
Disney shouldn't have been in the game at all. The Final Fantasy characters fit with the Kingdom Hearts original characters.
No, that's what made it unique. Otherwise, no one would give a shit about Kingdom Hearts. I'm sorry. I love Riku, I love Sora, but, no one would give a shit. But
it was so weird when it was oh man, we have to find the king, and then Mickey Mouse comes down with the Keyblade, and it's come on, Sora, let's go fight the Heartless. It was so freaking weird. And then freaking they tried making Donald and Goofy so serious in scenes, and it was so weird. It's a big dramatic scene. You hear Goofy Gorsh, I'm sorry, Sora. I was come on. It drove me up a wall. It's like just having those characters. That's what I really liked.
But then it would have been like this freaking whatever. We're going down the rabbit hole.
Well, that's what I enjoyed more so about. I think it was Birth by Sleep. No, not Birth by Sleep.
Was it
whatever the prequel was that had Ventus, Aqua, and Terra.
Oh,
I don't remember what it was off the top of my head.
I forget. I've never played them.
But I definitely enjoyed that one more because the only Disney characters were the princesses that you had to save every once in a while. Otherwise, it had its own characters, and it was a much more serious tone that I enjoyed way more.
Yeah, but anyways, I guess my prediction, though, for it is it gets some kind of spotlight on Sony stage, and after they show it, they will reveal a short teaser for Kingdom Hearts 3 again, and this time with a specific 2017 release date. Like a release window. So, like, you know kind of how they did the Final Fantasy thing last year? Final Fantasy 7?
Birth by Sleep.
Okay. But, like, how they did, that Final Fantasy World of Final Fantasy game, then at the end they're like, oh yeah, and you know, we're also working on this little thing called Final Fantasy 7 Remake. Here you go. Here's a teaser. I think it's going to be something like that. So, obviously Kingdom Hearts 3 is already announced, so it won't be as big of a deal. But that's the only thing I think we're going to see from Kingdom Hearts 3. So don't get your hopes up too much, I think, is kind of...
Yeah, those games take forever to come out.
But I think 2017 it may come out in. After they are done with Final Fantasy 15, they can everyone can just start working full force on Kingdom Hearts 3.
I think Kingdom Hearts is the better selling game anyway. I'm surprised they don't put more effort into it.
I mean, Final Fantasy...
Square Enix is weird.
They are weird, but Final Fantasy 15 took them 10 years. It used to be called Final Fantasy Versus 13. So, Square
Enix.
And they came out, I guess, apparently they came out and said, like, they need to make, like, $10 million on Final Fantasy 15, otherwise it's not profitable. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? The only game in the series that has done that was Final Fantasy 7 with the remasters. So it's like, what the hell are you doing, Square Enix? Whatever.
Well, speaking of Final Fantasy 7 with the remake...
Oh,
this is one that I'm actually looking forward to. I like the early Final Fantasy games. Final Fantasy 1 and Final Fantasy 2 are actually two of my favorite games. Mm-hmm. At least as far as retro games go.
And you're not a big JRPG guy.
No, but those had a much more Western RPG feel.
Yeah.
I mean, as far as RPGs goes, back in the day, they were the definitive RPG. It had Legend of Zelda, which was the original, but it was not really an RPG.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's a disconnect there.
Like, not the way that we would call RPGs now, but Final Fantasy definitely was. You created your own character. You had a party of people that you can control.
Yeah, I definitely
I mean, I really enjoyed the early Final Fantasy games. Final Fantasy 7 was a fucking eyesore.
Yeah.
My eyes bled the entire time I played that game, but I really enjoyed it.
Well, you kind of have to go back to the time when it was released for games like those. Because people, like, when I hear people talk about it, they're like, oh yeah, it was such an amazing step in video games and stuff like that, so.
Well, it was at the time. And
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I saw the trailer for the remake and my jaw dropped. I was so excited for this.
Except, are you as excited once you know it's being split into 3 episodes and each are going to be a full-length game and it's going to be like a trilogy and Square Enix is doing some weird-ass shit? It's like it can't all fit on one game disc? Like the original fit on one disc?
No, it was on 2.
Oh, well, whatever.
But they sold them together. They didn't sell them separately.
Regardless, this is also 20... Are you saying Final Fantasy 7 is bigger than The Witcher 3?
Maybe.
Nah, I doubt it. So, we'll see. There probably will be a short gameplay link, because I think they'll get crucified if there isn't one. So, there may be something there, but don't hold your breath. Next, I think Resident Evil 7.
I have never played a Resident Evil game.
Me either, but I'm just saying, I think there's rumors it's going to be announced for those that care. I think it will be there in some capacity. Since we haven't played it, not too much to talk about. Though, except apparently it's returning to its horror roots, survival horror, instead of its kind of action-y stuff it did with 6 or whatever. So, interesting enough. Next, this is kind of a small one, but I think there's going to be some kind of thing shown for the Uncharted single-player DLC, Uncharted 4.
You know, I've only played about 20 minutes of the first Uncharted game.
Which is the worst one.
Well, does that make it a bad game?
Nope. I'm just saying it is the worst
And actually, within that 20 minutes, it was us recording to upload as a Let's Play, and we had more technical difficulties, because it's like we don't have enough of those.
Yeah, that's true.
I think we have more footage lost than footage saved.
That's true. That is definitely true.
Everything goes to shit when we try to record.
Yeah, pretty much. We have terrible luck. But, so yeah, just something revealed. Maybe having to do, well, I don't want to get into spoilers for Uncharted 4, I guess. But, so I won't mention what I think in terms of specifics, but it will be there, I think. Now, Detroit Becomes Human will get some kind of gameplay spot. Some gameplay, in the sense that, or maybe not even gameplay, because it's kind of hard to show off gameplay. Well, I don't know. They did it with Beyond Two Souls. So,
I suppose if Detroit became a human, it'd be a really shitty human being.
Fair enough.
Just like they'd stink all
the
time.
But no, have you heard about this game, Dave?
I haven't actually.
It's from the
Detroit Become Human.
Yeah, it's from the I can't talk, from the Heavy Rain guys and the Beyond Two Souls guys, and it's about a cyborg that escapes it's about a futuristic Detroit too, but it's about the cyborg who escapes from this facility or whatever, or they let her go, I forget what, and it's just about AI and technology and kind of that kind of stuff. It looks interesting.
Is it gonna play similar to Heavy Rain did?
You can bet your ass it's gonna play similar to it. But
one of the biggest reasons why I couldn't finish Heavy Rain is because my TV was too small and I couldn't read the text.
Yeah.
So I didn't know what I was having my character say, and then 3 people died, and I was like, I don't know what I did. So I had to stop playing it, but
yeah, but I think you can. If it's not there, then it's definitely going to be at Paris Games Week, seeing as how Quantic Dream is a Paris-located studio. So it's either here or there, but I think we can see something. And now I put Final Fantasy 15 on here, even though we already talked about it for a little bit. But I don't think it's going to be shown at Sony's booth or conference, because I think okay, people are gonna call me a fangirl for this.
You are a fangirl.
But shut up. But I honestly have rational reasoning or rational train of thought for this, and I think it's not gonna be shown at Sony's booth because it would get in the way of Persona 5, and Persona 5 is an exclusive Sony game that hasn't really been revealed hasn't really gotten its spot to shine at E3, whereas Final Fantasy 15 just had this big ass event in California or whatever, where, Final Fantasy Uncovered or whatever, where it showed a bunch of stuff. So and I don't think, I think those two compete too much. Same with Call of Duty Battlefield. So Final Fantasy 15 may be at Xboxes or whatever, not going to be at Sony's.
So, in interest of time, let's skip ahead a little bit. Oh, I know, you're really excited for the PlayStation VR.
I'm not, okay, you say really excited. I'm not really excited. I am just excited. Just saying. But,
okay.
Difference, Dave, difference. But, yeah, I think it will get at least 15, 25 minutes. It's gonna waste, the thing is, it doesn't show off well on stage, and it's kind of boring to people who just want to see games, kind of like me. Even though I'm interested in it, I kind of just want to play it. I don't want to see about it or hear about it. Same with, this is why we're not talking in this podcast about PlayStation 4K or Xbox Scorpio, because I don't really want to talk about hardware. It's not interesting to me, Although, I'll buy it, but I don't want to talk about it in a podcast format.
I got an opportunity about a month ago, just before school let out for the summer, and I got an opportunity to kind of play with one of the VR games. One of them was Job Simulator, and it was one of the most fun things I've ever done. And it was so simple. All you're doing is cooking, well, kind of. Putting an actual, plant flour into the microwave does not give you flour to make a cake with. But it was entertaining, and I enjoyed the hell out of it. I don't know if I'm personally going to buy the VR, but...
I mean, it's expensive.
But I can tell you, it's going to get like really creative games that finally go above and beyond the standard what we see with video games. Yeah, it's a new way to play. New way to play. And it's something I'm really looking forward to. I hope it might change the face of gaming as we know it.
Yeah. Moving on, just some last predictions for Sony. Shenmue 3, originally I thought wasn't going to be that at all because it just got kickstarted last year. I didn't think it was very far, but I saw a lot of tweets from people from like Sony bigwigs visiting Yu Suzuki, the creator, and all this stuff. So I think it will be there in some capacity. Not much will be shown, but something will be. So that's kind of all I got on that.
I'm looking this up. This looks really familiar to me, but I don't know why.
It was a Dreamcast game, then an Xbox original game. Like, it's jumped so many ships. Apparently.
Weird. I don't know. Oh! Maybe I have seen this game.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. No. I've definitely played this before.
Okay.
Yeah, it was violent as shit and made absolutely no sense. It was great.
Okay. So then... No Man's Sky, I'm tired of hearing about, so I hope it's not there too much. But I think there will be some type of attention, a little bit. Though I think a lot of people are pissed at No Man's Sky right now, so I'm not sure if they want to bring that game up at all. Just because of the delay. Because it's been delayed 1,010,000 times. But,
it's another game I know absolutely nothing about.
It's like an indie-style game, except, it's like this really, like an exploration game that has like a bajillion planets you can visit that's all randomly generated.
Ooh.
And people are hoping, I think E3 you may get an announcement for No Man's Sky VR. That would be the killer app for PlayStation VR. And I think it may be, it could be an exclusive for PlayStation VR, seeing as how it's a console exclusive. No, it probably won't because, I mean, Oculus and whatnot, PC, and it coming to PC, so whatever.
Okay, let's give 2 more predictions and we'll call it an episode. Pick your favorites.
I think Rocksteady is going to show off their new Superman or Justice League game. Reveal it somehow. Not sure if it's going to be at the Sony one, but it probably would be.
Superman. Okay, so an actual Superman exclusive game has never
here's one I want.
been good. I mean, it all started with Superman 64, and it's never gone uphill since.
Yeah.
Like, okay, Injustice was okay. It's one of my favorite comics of all time, but the game was just kind of meh. And as a fighting game, it wasn't great.
Yeah. But, so, I want to list my EA prediction, though, because I had fun making these. So... I think this is another pie in the sky prediction, but I love this series to death. So, I think they're going to announce a Dragon Age Tactics game. And if not, then just a new Dragon Age game. With a teaser trailer, whatever, announcement trailer. Mass Effect Andromeda, we'll get a gameplay demo. So, that shows off, I don't know, stuff about the game. Very specific. I haven't really thought about it.
You did play Mass Effect.
I like Mass Effect. I like Mass Effect 2 a lot. Though, I think, even though I haven't beaten 3, I think you can be on the same page that 3 kind of left you with a sour note in terms of ending. And you're not that excited for Andromeda either.
Well,
so
mainly
don't just put this
because
on
of
me.
the ending
Regardless.
of Mass Effect 3. But you never got to the ending of Mass Effect 3.
Okay, why can't I have my own opinion about the game, Dave? I like the game's fine. But
you don't know what sour taste it left you.
I just said it didn't. I just said even though I didn't beat the game, Mass Effect 3 can still give me a sour taste without beating the game. Don't let me get into. Anyways, though I enjoyed Mass Effect 3, I just haven't finished it. I just have to give Dave shit. But then they're gonna show off a bunch of sports shit no one cares about. I know there's someone out there that's gonna care about it. But me personally, I don't care about it. Then they're gonna say something about mobile games like they did last year. Gonna get an audible groan in the auditorium. Another prediction. They're going to announce a new action IP because they've mentioned they really want to get into that market. An Assassin's Creed style IP, they kind of said. They're gonna announce some kind of new Star Wars game. So, Star Wars fans rejoice. And, this is my last prediction, they're gonna have the worst conference, as per usual. I'm sorry, but their conferences are boring as hell. Sony's gonna have the best, though.
I don't know. EA is
well, go on.
I mean, as something that's commonly been ranked the worst company ever, kind of undeserving.
It is
there
very
are way
undeserving.
worse actual companies out there.
I don't hate them. This isn't why I'm saying this. They just are known to have boring conferences that I don't care about as much. So.
But Sony does not make good decisions.
No, they don't, but neither does Nintendo. Nintendo makes the worst decisions. Like, they're only showing off Zelda. Pokemon Sun and Moon, we're both really excited. Tokyo Mirage Sessions, I'm excited. Pokemon Go, you're excited. And then the last thing I just want to mention, that's PC related. Civ 6, gonna get a live demo.
Yeah, you're a big Civilization fan.
Yep, Civ
I've only played Civ 5,
3.
but I really enjoyed Civ 5. Yeah. And I've actually performed the main theme from Civ 4, Baba Yetu. There was a whole year, probably 5 years ago. That was like the only thing I performed. It's one of my favorite choral pieces of all time. But thanks for tuning in this episode. We're going to get this one out first. We have a couple more coming.
A Pokemon Sun and Moon coming.
Yep,
we're gonna
that should
try
come
to
in the next few days.
Some short gameplay stuff, possibly here or there. So, cool.
And as always,